why traditional engineering career no longer feels safe. I recently I graduated as energy and environmental engineer. I think I did everything right, at least in school, and yet the path forward doesn't feel as clear or like safe that I have expected. And today I want to talk about why. When you study engineering, this kind of unspoken promise: work hard, graduate, specialize, and get like a stable career. That what most people around you believe. That's what system success, and that was also what I did believe. And for a long time, that was mostly true. Engineer was considered one of the safer path you could take for like good salaries, steady demand, and respected profession. But when I graduated and actually started looking at the job market, something felt different from what I expected. Job market as fresh engineer graduate right now is difficult, actually really difficult, like or genuinely difficult, especially in Finland and across the Europe. There are like positions out there, but the competition is so hard and so real right now. The requirements are so high, and a lot of companies want experience you can't yet like have in when you graduate. And what is that I notice is now nobody like really prepares for you for this type of like job market. The university teaches you about your like field and technique, but it doesn't teach you how to navigate a market that doesn't automatically give you a place to be, or don't have the place waiting for you. The gap between what you expect and what you find, that is like the thing I want to talk about honestly. And I think this is like lot bigger than just my experience. The job market for engineers has changed so much. Automation, AI, global competition, and companies becoming leaner. These are real forces affecting like the how secure traditional actually are. And I'm not saying engineering is dying. It's not, and it probably will never be. But the idea that degree alone creates long-term security, I think that idea is getting wrecked. So you have to like do that is in itself is not enough anymore. And like a traditional career has risks too. They're just less visible than risk of like entrepreneurship. And I think that's why so many people never question it. And I think it's for like the positive thing for the job market is that because it's so bad, you have to think about that there are risks even if you take the safe path or think you take the safe path. When I started seeing this clearly, I started asking different questions, not how do I find job faster, But what would it look like building something myself, be like independent from the job market? Not because entrepreneurship is easy. It's definitely not, and I think it's more difficult than the job market right now. But at least the risks are visible, so I know the risks. You can see it, measure it, work with it. Hidden risk is actually harder to manage because you don't know it's there until too late, and it right now it shows really much. That's when I started taking the idea of building an online business seriously, and also creating a YouTube channel for me to document and do other videos, because I wanted to try do something for myself, not as a backup plan, but the real path worth exploring in parallel. But I want to be clear about something. I don't regret studying engineering. I actually think that way engineers are trained to think systematically, analytically, long term, is like a huge advantage in business. Most people building business online don't have that mindset. So I'm not walking away from like engineering. I want to do technical stuff and I want to be engineering, but I'm trying to combine it with something new and document what happens when those two worlds meet. If you are a recent graduate or even experienced engineer, you feel this quite uncertainty that nobody around you seems to talk about openly. You're not alone. I'll keep sharing what I find as I go. And if you have anything you want to share, comment it down below.